Hey, welcome to the Fireside. This is Sean from Firekeeper Studios, and today we have Lib on the show. Lib is a very talented artist, engineer, and producer from Massachusetts, currently residing in Los Angeles. He has a really warm personality, and he's a really awesome musician, and I'm really psyched on this episode. Stick around after the conversation for a live performance of a new song by Lib called They Ain't You, Thank You, co-produced by Lib and myself, and mixed and mastered by yours truly. They Ain't You, Thank You will also be going live on all streaming platforms when this episode premieres. Enjoy. How's it going, man?
Doing good, man. Living life, working,
Yeah?
making great music. Hell yeah.
Cool. You mind introducing yourself real quick?
My name is Lib. I am from Lynn, Massachusetts. I'm an artist, engineer, producer. I'm here with Sean at Firekeeper Studios, and we're going to talk about a lot of dope shit. So let's get into it.
Yeah. So you're from Lynn.
I am from Lynn.
You're still in the area.
Yeah, I'm local to it still.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like growing up there?
I definitely was shown a lot of different cultures, and being a mixed kid, I got to understand that, the environment I'm in is good to be around different cultures and different people. I feel like if you grow up in that, it gives you more of an open mind. So, that's how it was for me mainly.
Yeah.
I got to explore my first, introduction to getting into the hip-hop scene in Lynn before COVID happened. And that was, what got me my performance skills up and my confidence and, all that. So, shout out to Lynn for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw you perform, was it a week ago? Mm-hmm. And, you were great.
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
Great energy. So, yeah, that's sick. I am curious. So you are an artist, an engineer, and a producer.
Yes.
How did that come to be? How did you arrive at, doing all three of those things where most people are just doing one or maybe two?
So basically, I come from a family of musicians anyways, so I've already had a thing first my instrument that I first started to play was drums. I was very young. I went to Berkeley for that, 15 years old for 5 weeks.
Oh, wow.
A little summer program. Yeah, it was fun. Taught me a lot about networking and performing, that too. Shout out to Berkeley. Picked up guitar when I was younger too, and then I got into writing lyrics on some rock star shit, but I wasn't making music to put it out that way. I was just practicing as a tween. And then late teenage years, I got more into, early for writing, but late rapping on microphones, making beats, engineering a little bit because I couldn't find an engineer who had it the way I needed it. So I was fuck it, I'm gonna learn how to record myself. I was 18, touched my first EQ when I was 19, and I was okay, this is what I do. So over the past 5 years, I kind of just wanted to do what I love as a living, and I knew music was gonna be a hard road. So I was fuck it, I'm gonna just see what sticks. I'll make a bunch of beats, I'll do this and that, and people love all three, so I'm here. But the main passion is always to be an artist.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing I pursue. But the engineering and production help not just with my music, but with networking and get me into certain rooms and helping my skills grow that way and giving me more people to work with that way. So yeah, man.
Yeah, no, it's
works
good.
Together.
I feel like a lot of musicians have multiple outlets and things that they do nowadays.
Yeah, for sure.
To kind of get by and all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's sick. So you're 24?
Yeah.
Cool. I was trying to do some quick math.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. And you said you started when you were 18 doing rapping and stuff?
Yeah, so I wrote my first rap when I was 14, and it was over All Through Adolescence by J. Cole's instrumental.
Nice.
And I don't know how many verses I wrote, but I just wanted to be as good as him. So I would just write over and over with a whole notebook's worth,
damn,
just scratching shit out, practicing. And 3 years later, I got my courage to finally go on a microphone, and I was not good. But I had the practice to put in, and then from there, I was in different home studios of kids I met in high school. I was in groups and shit. And, throughout everything I've, looked at and tried, I learned my voice, learned I can have a good projecting voice or a smooth, deep voice, or somewhere in between. So I've learned my style, and I'm still finding it. I'm still, experimenting with different genres and shit behind closed doors, and no one hears yet. But yeah, so it's a never-ending journey for me. I don't see it as this is where I'm at, this is where it ends type of thing. It's I feel like music has been in my veins forever, so it's just gonna be what it is,
I feel that.
and I'm happy with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you remember the first song that you recorded?
Yeah, it was. What was it called? Crashed or some shit like that? It was a really angry, rebellious song. I was 17, out of my mind, hormonal. But it was a fun song. It was a little, practice. I was making beats on Magix. I don't know if you know what Magix is, but
that's a really obscure
yeah,
audio
it's one of the
program, right?
smallest brands / companies for production. That was the first one I touched. I was 16. And I made that beat for that first song when I was 17. And then from there I went to Ableton for beats and engineering. And Ableton changed my life. Like, I became a lot faster of a worker because of Ableton. So
You still in Ableton now?
For the beat making mostly, yeah, but Pro Tools is my baby. Like my first studio gig got me into Pro Tools, and then I got Pro Tools for myself, and I was like, yeah, this is the one. So
yeah. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with it, but nowadays
me too. It crashes too much. Fix that shit, Evan.
Yeah, man. It's been like the whole time that I've used Pro Tools, it's been like...
What do you use now?
Yeah, random. I use Pro Tools.
Word.
Yeah, so I do production in FL, mixing and recording and stuff in Pro Tools.
I can never get into FL. I tried it, but it confuses the fuck out of me.
It's weird.
You know what I mean? I feel like because people either say that Ableton's confusing or FL's confusing, and it's like whoever started with one
they're all
doesn't
confusing.
understand the other one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like the little green line of the mixer screen. I'm like, what the fuck is that doing? Like, I respect it though. It's a dope DAW for sure.
Yeah, I feel like it does have the feeling of a music program that was just made like in a like petri dish without like they didn't know what other people were doing, and they were just like, let's do it this way.
Yeah,
and it's like,
it worked out though. They blew the fuck up.
Yeah. It has a very strange like workflow compared to other ones, but other DAWs, but it works.
Yeah,
I hate recording in FL though.
I can't even imagine. One of my boys records in FL, and I'm like, how the fuck do you do that shit? It's like each take is like separated. I'm like, I can't.
No.
I'm not gonna put it all in one track, bro, or two.
Totally.
Right.
Once I like, because I was only using FL for a while. Once I realized that there were programs where like you can just record and it always goes to the same track and is always like automatically on the same mixer and mixer track and everything. I was like, oh yeah, this makes like so much more sense. Yeah, it's ridiculous to do it the other way, honestly.
I feel you.
But some people do it. They make it work. Yeah. I think it's changed a little bit since I was using it or tried to use it for that, but even now I probably wouldn't want to touch that.
I understand, yeah. I feel like it's definitely a beat making DAW. I don't see people recording on it often. It's either Ableton or Pro Tools. Or Logic, which is also dope too. I fuck with Logic. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested in trying some other DAWs, but I tried... I demoed like Cubase recently because there's this like producer guy who does like everything in Cubase. He does like production, recording, mixing, all in Cubase, and it looked like it was going, working really well for him. So I tried it, but it's just like having to relearn like every single thing is like, I don't know, I'd be wasting like so much time.
Yeah, man. Could just do it in Pro Tools in 2 seconds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fuck it.
So I'm just living with the dual software like approach lately, which is fine.
Of course.
Yeah. Speaking of like software and stuff, you have any like secret sauce like plugins or plugin chains or anything that really have worked for you?
So I think Waves is understandably rated, but underrated at the same time. I feel like people sleep on Waves as like unique shit. For example, Enigma. I don't use that plugin often, but that shit is dope as fuck. Kaleidoscopes is dope. If you put it on a reverb or a delay, that shit really sweetens it up.
Is that Waves?
Yep, that's Waves as well. Kaleidoscopes. It's like it kind of gives you the opportunity to like put a flanger and a phaser in the same channel.
Okay.
But like tweak the mix knob. It's so fucking cool.
Interesting.
I don't use one reverb. I use two. I use one for high and one for low end.
Okay. Interesting.
I like vintage reverb a lot, but I feel like that's like the starter if you want to just like record a song, but like if you want to mix it. I feel like for me and my personal taste, like my mixes just have to be clear. They can't like, I don't like muddy shit. I don't like shit that doesn't sound like it's supposed to be there, or like, you can't hear it but you can feel it and it doesn't feel right. So I feel like having two different ways to work with echoes and reverbs really helps me get the clarity I look for and blend it all together at the same time. So yeah, the best EQ is Pro Q. That's like an obvious, like I don't use anything else pretty much. So this is like a I like the channel strips that Waves has and that Play Digital has too. I use plugins that have analog in them, kind of. I don't like to use just digital, dry sounding stuff. I want it to sound warm and natural. So, because I can't afford all that knob shit right now in real life. But until I am not able to get that, I'll do what I can to get that sound. So
yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, I fuck with plugins that replicate real life models for sure. But I don't really have any like secret sauce. I mean, there's certain things I like that it might be unusual, but I like to just do what I feel. Like that's how I produce too. That's how I made that beat so quickly, because engineering so many songs and knowing when to put a beat drop or like a tape stop or like, y'all think I'm talking a different language right now. But like knowing when to do what, it really helped me understand not just engineering but music in general more than I already did. So with that kind of beat, I heard like that beat switch I put in, or like the reverse hats and reverse sample chopping I did, because I grew to understand manipulation of sound rather than just like making it sound commercial or good enough to be put out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, that's how that really helped me a lot. So
yeah. Just to explain for the listeners, like I sent Lib, since Lib is a producer and engineer himself, I sent him a melody. Normally, what we do for the podcast is I'll send the artist a melody or a few melodies, and they'll pick one, and I'll like basically finish it as a beat, so add the drums, add the 808s, whatever. But this time I was like, why don't I send you the melody and have you like work with it and flip it and stuff? And you did an amazing job, and it was also really quick. It was like same night, right?
That's
like,
why I love Ableton, because it's quick.
yeah. It was like, I was like asking if you like wanted me to send you like the stems, and you were like, oh, I'm almost done, like 30 minutes I'll be done. It's like, oh shit, okay, he's like working really fast.
Another secret, if you're gonna not use stems, is automation. That right. Part of the beat melody where you had that bass, the sub bass come in, I felt like it was too quiet. What I did is I put an automated EQ on it to raise the low ends up, and it just, that was all I had to do. Fuck the stems at that point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
no, I mean, yeah,
that's more secret sauce for you.
You definitely didn't need the stems to make something.
But yeah, thank you so much. That melody was fucking amazing. I don't know how you made it. I'm not even gonna nitpick. Like that shit was incredible. And I heard it, and I texted him in all caps. This loop is fucking insane, bro, with an exclamation point or some funny shit like that. But that was the one, and I didn't want to hear the rest. I was like, this one has my soul. So
sweet.
Yeah.
Did you hear a lot of them, or just kind of gravitate to that one pretty quick?
I kind of like just heard them, and I was like, okay, I'm feeling this one, feeling that one. But that one was just like, I could have listened to the rest, but I just couldn't let that one pass me. I was like, no, like that one, I don't know what I'm gonna do to it, but I feel it. Like I said, I know, I feel what to do. So it's like, you know, I didn't go in with an idea of like what kind of song it's gonna be. I was thinking like some Don Toliver melodic shit, and I was like, I want to spit over this. So I just, you know, had a nice hook. It was hype. It was lyricism. It was catchy, and I was like, perfect. That's a Lib song. That's what Lib aims for in a song. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
you have a nice mixture of like, the more rapping and the melodic stuff, and I feel like a lot of people do like some element of melodic. You know, they'll have like some singing elements in their stuff, but I feel like yours is like very layered and like, I don't know, you have like a really nice melodic sensibility, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah,
I mean, I grew up in different, you know, environments and different genres. Like I grew up hearing gospel music, R&B, classic rock, metal even, and hip hop kind of found me like as a teenager. So me knowing all those things and being an engineer, working with different genres and stuff, like I feel like my taste for music when it comes to what I'm a fan of comes into my music. Because for example, I love Dreamville and TDE. Like those are the two best rap groups like ever to me. And what they have that's in common with them both is they have a very natural sound. Like they don't use too much auto-tune. They might melodize some stuff or put some auto-tune on this certain hook, but like they don't center their sound and their skill in auto-tune, you know, which isn't anything wrong with that. That's what Kanye did for one of his best albums, 808s and Heartbreak. But like, it's an art form, and I feel like for me, it's like I want to sound like me. I don't want to sound too manipulated or too false to what my true sound and true voice is. So that's how that comes to be. I heard Tory Lanez say something. He said that when you say a certain line, it isn't just about what you say, it's about how you say it. So if you put a melody to it and it's catchy, you can say the most dumb shit and it's going to sound good because you're making it sound good. So keeping that in mind, I'm like, okay, I could talk my shit and be lyrical, but have it still be like, you know, easy to remember and easy to... You saw the crowd. Like, they were saying shit with me. So it's like, that's how I learned to make things like... You know, to where I'm not sacrificing lyricism, but also not sacrificing catchiness. It's a middle ground, you know?
Yeah.
So.
No, I think you do the balancing act very well. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I was curious, have you ever, like, taken vocal lessons, or does that just come naturally?
I really want to. I feel like I have a good voice, but it's not where it's supposed to be from my standards yet. But I definitely want to. I never have. I've just, like, sing along to songs and realized, like, I can't sing to The Weeknd or Tory Lanez yet, but to Drake, I probably could. You know what I'm saying? Like, just know my own voice and know where it could go. So,
yeah.
You know, I haven't yet, but it's been pretty like more of like a self-discovery kind of process for now. So.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everyone has like, you know, their tool set and like things they can do, things they might not be able to do.
Right.
You have a lot of things you can do. So
thank you. It's important to know, like, even with a bunch of stuff you can do, what your strengths and weaknesses are. Like,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a better engineer than I am a producer, in my opinion. So, well, most times, and that way, you know, I'm gonna lean more towards that, and the songs come out good because of that. So, you know, it's important to know that you can't do everything yourself. Like, you gotta know when to reach out or when to learn something. You know,
For sure.
You know, a know-it-all does not make you far. So don't be a know-it-all. All right.
Yeah, you have to be in a community. And
yeah.
Have you had any like mentors over the years?
I've had people I've learned from, but a mentor, not necessarily. I feel like I've met so many people who just like gave me sauce that I needed, and they just watched me soar, and they were like dope. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't so much like a manager or really a mentor. No, I wouldn't say so. But I'm the kind of person to learn from my environment and the people I'm around. You know, so I kind of like take it as I go, and I'm like, oh, dope, I'm gonna try this, and this worked, or this didn't work. You know, trial and error. So
yeah. I feel like nowadays, like it's much more common to kind of piece things together rather than maybe in the old days you would have like this like older engineer producer guy would like take you under his wing or something.
Yeah. I feel like nowadays it's like independence is so like accessible but also praised, you know. Like look what happened with Russ and Chance the Rapper. Like when they went independent, everyone was like, oh my god, the game is different, and it is, you know what I'm saying. It changed it forever because of them too. So yeah, it's definitely a lot more easy to just like go on YouTube or Google or just like find like how to do this, and it's like, oh, I know how to do it now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
way easier. Yeah.
So it's at your fingertips. That's insane. Like,
just like the acceleration and stuff.
Yeah. Seriously.
I just remembered. I forget this. I've been forgetting this like almost every episode. I'm supposed to light the incense before we start, so it's not gonna really line up. Cause like normally when it gets to be like done, it's like this is a pretty good time to stop. So it's not gonna line up. But at least I'm not forgetting.
E for effort though.
You want to do it?
Fuck it, yeah. I got you.
I should have the guest do it. Wow. This is a first. Wonderful.
There you go.
Thank you. Wow. Okay. Now we can really start. Yeah.
Cut the first part out.
Yeah. All that was trash for sure. No. What would you do with $10 million?
Jesus Christ. Straight to it. I wouldn't blow it. I wouldn't even like try to get the most extravagant shit, to be honest. Like I would like a nice car, nice, you know, multiple car garage, nice place to live. Obviously, that comes first. But I would like try to make sure that I can either use that money or the way I got it to keep it coming in. That's the first thing. Yeah. That's how I move with money. My family would get some. Everybody who ever helped me in any low point in my life would definitely get a good amount, like for sure. You know what I'm saying? My mama would be set for life. Like, you know what I'm saying? My girl would be spoiled. I'd be spoiling myself for sure. I would see the world for sure. I would see the world. I would probably, if it wasn't from music, I would fund it in a way where my music can grow to a point where I can make $10 million off of it. I would fund my career. Yeah, man. Travel for sure. I don't even know. $10 million is a lot of money. I feel like I need a whole year to figure that out. Like,
it's a
big,
yeah.
And just take it as I go. But
where would you want to go, travel wise?
Hawaii. Haven't been there yet. Where I'm from, Sicily, Africa, Greece, Japan, everywhere. Fuck it, everywhere. I got my passport. Let's go.
we were in Sicily 2 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so dope.
It's great.
How was it there?
It's amazing. Yeah. Yeah. He was there last year too. This guy.
Sicily, but
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, he wasn't in Sicily. He was in
Word.
Italy.
That's cool. Italy, yeah. Italy too, of course.
Yeah. No, it's great there. It's like, I think Italy is, from what I've experienced, maybe it's just like vacation, rose-tinted glasses, but it feels like Italy is just like better in pretty much every way, except that the drinking water.
Damn,
the drinking
bro.
water is like not drinkable. I don't know. People don't drink it. I don't know.
They got veins of steel out there. Jesus Christ. Undrinkable water? What?
Everything else is pretty good.
That's
pretty
dope.
damn good.
I can imagine the pizza was amazing.
Pizza was
obviously.
Great. I guess as far as the food goes, it's like they do one thing really well. For them, I'm simplifying. They do one thing really well, but it's not like here where you can be like, oh, I want Indian or like Korean. It's like now we're having like pasta
Sicilian
or pizza
food.
or fish or something.
Yeah.
Like, pretty much everything.
For sure, I can imagine.
But it's very good. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. But no, I feel that.
Yeah.
It's hard to. I honestly don't know what I would do with 10 million either.
Yeah.
I think there would be like you said, like setting up my life and figuring out the studio and stuff. But then beyond that, I just would be like kind of at a loss, you know?
Yeah, it's like do we not know how much 10 million is? And the taxes you have to pay? Forget it.
Very realistic.
Fuck the IRS. I'm just kidding.
Very realistic response.
Well, yeah, it'd be great money for sure. You know, I definitely wouldn't say no to it. You know,
that's understandable.
Duh.
Yeah.
You know.
So let's say you're in 7-Eleven.
Okay.
You're doing your thing. You're shopping around. There's an intruder with a gun, a big scary gun, and he's holding everyone at gunpoint. But he's letting everyone choose one last snack and one last drink from 7-Eleven. What are you grabbing?
Can I give you my honest answer? I'm not taking that.
You're not taking it?
I'm going down with a fight. But if I had to choose a snack, it'd be Reese's.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I mean, he's letting you take one, so might as well take advantage of it. You can eat the Reese's and then like take him down.
Live out of Reese's, die out of Reese's, right?
Is it just a regular like 2-pack of Reese's, or?
If I'm gonna die after, hell no. Give me the whole shelf. Fuck it. Gonna kill me and just give me 2? That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's not right. That's not right. Hopefully, there's a king size on the shelf for you.
He's a candy serial killer. That's crazy. Motherfucker's a 7-Eleven bandit of lives. That's crazy.
He's at least providing a little, giving a little grace before he takes everyone down.
Yeah, he's a narcissist.
But yeah, bringing it back to music and stuff, I'm curious, so you recently had a song kind of blow up a little bit. Mm-hmm. I don't know when exactly this is kind of going to come out, so I'm not sure exactly how specific to be about that. Mm-hmm. But you got a song up to what's it doing now? And what song is it?
It's called If You Want It with Jev, mm-hmm. my girlfriend Amaria Imani, and my boy Julian Mendoza. That song I think is at 30K now.
Wow.
Yeah, that happened all organically too because Jev's fan base. Shout out to Jev too. His fan base is insane. I think he has 980,000 listeners on Spotify.
Wow.
Yeah, he has a song produced by Kirk Knight coming out. I think featuring Kirk Knight too, which is huge. He's not even from the U.S. and the U.S. is embracing him crazy. So yeah. Shout out to Jev. That song happened. Are you asking what are you asking about that song exactly?
Well, I was curious if you've had any especially successful marketing strategy things or any advice that you might be able to share about that.
Well, I definitely made sure I had a catalog before that song came mm-hmm. out with what I had done, because I have 70 songs that are at least conceptualized right now, mm-hmm. but I had 4 already done before that one, mm-hmm. and I was let me just put out a song that shows my style each song, so that when this song does well, because I knew it was going to, it's mm-hmm. Jev, people come back and love the song, and I've been hearing compliments on all the other songs I've done. People that are 14 years old being hey man, you inspired mm-hmm. me to make a band happen one day. I'm yo, fucking form a band, hell yeah. He's I love all your songs, you're so dope. So I made sure that I had a catalog backed up.
Yeah.
And I had to build consistency too, because if I just popped out of nowhere with a song with Jev, it's dope, but what's the history?
Mm-hmm.
What's before that? And I have songs before those other 4, but they were already done. I think it'd be kind of a stretch to put out 4 songs that aren't in any way similar to that song besides
right.
me being on them, to try to keep the hype going after that song. So I made sure the momentum was already built.
Yeah.
I had articles written about me. I had performances already lined up. I traveled to LA recently to go do stuff out there too. And coming back was I had more of a network, more people had their eyes on me, and that song came out, and it's going great because of Jev mm-hmm. and his fan base, and because of my network, and because of Spotify's playlisting features. I'm on 3 editorial playlists right now just because of that song, which is amazing.
Yeah, that's great.
That's beyond my wildest dreams right now. But yeah, that's how that happened, and that kind of happened because I knew Jev before he blew up.
Okay.
So we had that relationship. I mixed one of his songs, Black Samurai, which is at 3-4 mil on Spotify now.
Wow.
And then I hit him up hey, I have a song you'd be great on. He's all right, cool, and boom, boom, boom.
Mm-hmm.
It was done, and Julian Mendoza and Amaria, they blessed it, and it is out now. So
amazing.
If you haven't heard If You Want It by Lib, now go check it out, and you'll love it, I promise. But yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So it seems like collabs and stuff have been one of the bigger things that have gotten traction and stuff.
For sure. I feel every artist is different. Every artist finds their way to, if not blow up, get their name up.
Mm-hmm.
And what I've discovered for myself is, being marketable and networking efficiently with the right people.
Mm-hmm.
is what is most efficient for me. I feel like when you shake hands with real people, rather than like, you know, having somebody random do your promo for you online,
Right.
it's like it's a lot more meaningful. One, which is important to have in the industry, and two, it's more momentum and more genuine support. It's not, you know, quick and fly by shit. Like it builds over time, you know. So yeah, that's how I move pretty much.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think the music industry, probably a lot of industries are like very like people based and person based. It's very important to like engage with actual people and like talk to them, and yeah.
I definitely think that people are a little too fixated on like online presence too, because you could easily be at your crib, perform a little snippet, put captions on it, and post it.
Right.
Like everyone's doing that. If you're gonna meet people and have them do shit with you, that's gonna get you into rooms where you don't even know who the fuck you're in the room with, and it could change your life.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
yeah, I feel like if you know, of course, don't ignore the internet though. That's really important. You got to do both. You can do real life and internet shit as a musician. When you get that down, it's like, okay, I can keep traction going, and you know, things like this happen where you saw me in real life, right?
Totally, yeah,
you saw me in real life performing. He's like, you're dope. I want you here. So I'm like, all right, cool. Now I'm here. You know.
Week later, yeah.
Yeah,
Probably the
exactly.
quickest turnaround. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank
Awesome.
God, right?
Yeah.
But yeah.
You have any like big specific or not specific kind of plans for the next like 2 years?
You were gonna ask me that. Next 2 years. So I'm the kind of person, I don't plan off of uncertainty. You know, so I plan based on my network that I know I have and people I know I can talk to and work with. So not necessarily, but I do want to make a project at some point. I've been putting singles out for the last couple of years, which has been working, but I feel like I'm so versatile and I have so much to show that people I haven't even heard yet.
Yeah.
That at some point in the next 2 years, for sure, I want to do a project. Maybe not a full album. I feel like an album is something I would do, like, if I have, like, hundreds of thousands of fans, like, waiting, like, oh, my God, we need a whole album. But, like, until then, it could be just singles and EPs. But, yeah, I want to do something that can show, like, you know, everything I've been experimenting with behind closed doors and everything I've learned, like, and just be a fucking show-off with it. So,
Yeah.
expect a project at some point in the next 2 years, hopefully. I would love to do that. So
That's exciting. No, I totally think that would be dope. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. I'm sure you could pull it off very, very, very well. I think it'd be amazing. So
Appreciate
fully
it.
support it. Yeah. Yeah, we talked a little bit about like the production of the song that you're about to record with us, but could you tell us about like the lyrical aspect of it?
So that song, If You Want It, right? And even before that song, because I've been consistent in, you know, always having content to show people, I've been, I don't want to sound like a dickhead, but dick riding has been happening. And it's like, I appreciate love, but I don't appreciate, like, chasing somebody else in a way that's like, oh, I gotta talk to him because he's doing, I've been around, dude, like, what the fuck? So this song is about, like, me kind of seeing how people just come out of the woodworks when it could have been who they want to be now to me. And it's like, dude, like, because my song is doing well and because you see me all the time, like, now it's more like, it's a testament to consistency. To be consistent as an artist, it does work, but at the same time, like, I realize, like, a lot of people are like claiming that we go way back, and I'm like, dude, you don't even know my fucking real name. What do you mean? Like, we went to the same high school, you don't know my actual name. Like, so I don't know, it's like a mixed feelings thing. So this song is about me, like, seeing how some people will, you know, catch on to you and appreciate what you do. Some people won't, but still want to catch on to you because you could be something big one day, and some other people just being haters. So this whole song is just about, you know, me reminding myself who I am, but also making this song not about me wholly, but hopefully, but to whoever's listening to it as well, whoever's going through the same kind of thing where it's like they're winning in life or they're starting to win and people are like, oh, I gotta catch it. It's like, dude, let me breathe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this song is called They Ain't You, Thank You. And that's just me, like, thanking the person who's hearing it for, first of all, hearing me, and second of all, not letting themselves get caught up in the whirlpool of sharks and bullshit, just to stay to themselves and keep their raft on, you know, the ocean, keep it flowing, you know, rather than the sharks taking you down. So,
Sweet.
you know,
Yeah.
it's definitely I wouldn't say a passive aggressive song. It's a little aggressive, but it's not dark. It's actually empowering. So, yeah.
Sweet.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. No, you sent me a demo a few days back or whenever that was, and it was amazing.
I think it was
song.
the day after I got the loop too.
Yeah,
I was too
yeah.
eager, man. I
it
couldn't
was
wait.
super quick. Yeah, I was like very impressed by the.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, I think it's gonna be dope. I'm excited.
Me too.
Yeah. You
Very
want to jump
excited.
into it?
Yes, absolutely.
Let's do it.
Let's fucking do it.
All right.
Hey yo, Lynn,
Like,
Show 'em what you're working with.
What I'm working with, keep my catalog off your purchase list. I had a blank page, but I burned that shit. And my name Prestige, I earned that shit. Yeah, everybody's on my dick now. Last year they wasn't, but I exist now. Dog, I've been doing this shit, and I ain't pleading the fifth. You go and read about Lib. The life I live could've froze my heart. Needed a savior, rose my art. Saw me and my gift tried to take us apart, but that's up to God. Yeah, it was once locals only. Now the locals all dying to know me. Acting like we can go die as homies. You might not be a bitch, just kinda phony.
cause where was you?
I was down and out, soul was rotting down, till I made it out. Stay true to myself, 2 middle fingers up, bitch. Fuck the opposition, I see them all stuck and sick. I could show you something you ain't never seen before, but you gotta open your eyes to the fakes and all the clones. Know these motherfuckers gonna run their mouth soon as you blow. But through all of the bullshit, man, there's one thing you should know. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank who? Thank you, thank you, thank you.
But show me different.
Thank you,
I had to risk it.
thank you.
You see I did it.
Cause I ain't you. Why? Cause I ain't you. I'm that dog. Like, if I gave my brain to scientists for research, it might just change the whole world. I don't see nobody putting any effort into saving little boys and little girls. Let me put this damn phone down. Y'all wanna take the fucking lens off, do you? Looking in the mirror, realize you never knew you. Wonder why your girl cheating, cause you ain't the true you. Like what? Ever since COVID, I lived 3 lives. If I had 6 left, still ain't feeling. I wouldn't change shit if I had to rewind now. Rewind now. I keep my time to myself, cause these motherfuckers want everything, even my soul. Demons in them all crave my glow, but not everything that glitters is just gold. Yeah, keep it away, far away. Solitude's all that I got these days. They got audacity to inflate. I just Michael run me a bank. I am a risk taker. Used to be a bitch taker. Young back, yeah, my reputation's my fact checker. I could show you something you ain't never seen before, but you gotta open your eyes to the fakes and all the clones. Know these motherfuckers gonna run their mouth soon as you glow. But through all of the bullshit, man, there's one thing you should know. Thank you, 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 thank who? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, cause I ain't you, yeah. Don't ever try to be anybody other than yourself, man, ever. Cause I ain't you, and you ain't me, and that's I ain't, yeah.
Hey, thanks for listening. You can find Lib on Instagram at LibTheLion, that's LibTheLyon. Feel free to reach out to us at firekeeper.studios on Instagram or at our website, firekeeperstudios.com. Check out our videographer Pete's website, peterdebarrosfilms.com, or his Instagram at KillPeteFilms. We're always interested in taking on new projects. Hope you enjoyed the episode today. Peace.